What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chicago White Sox franchise here on the Twisted Mug Media Network YouTube channel. I'm Ryan. We are here. Yeah, episode 2. We got, as you can see there, no hit on opening day. If you want to watch that, you can go back on the first episode where I introduced the team and we watched through part of opening day. Today, I'm not really sure what I want to get done. I think want to get through April. I'm not sure if we're going to watch any games today. You know, the first year, 2 years of a franchise is not super exciting, especially for a team this bad, which I don't see any way of fixing in the short term. Just like if you look at these ratings, the thing we're highest in is 23rd in defense. So I feel that we probably are going to move through this pretty quickly. I am going to be making some roster moves eventually this season, but I want to get through at least these first couple games. On this day off, we're going to look and see what happens with Drew Thorpe. So we win the game 3-0. That is good. Let's get a look at the box score for our AAA team. Colson Montgomery goes 0 for 3. All right. Drew Thorpe, 8 1/3, 4 hits, no runs. Great start for him. And then let's go back over here. And yes, we're going to be simulating these. And we lose again, but we do get hits. We score runs. Well, presumably, we score 5 runs. I'm assuming we're going to get a hit here. Yes, we get 8 of them. Look at us. Benintendi and Vaughn with 2. Benintendi with a double and an RBI. 2 RBIs for Eloy. Kopech, not looking great in the starting rotation. And then we do pick up our first win of the series with a home run from Andrew Vaughn and is that a grand slam? Grand slam from Max Stassi. Exciting. Mike Soroka goes 7 2/3, 2 earned, only 2 Ks, but really good outing for him. And Crochet, again, going to be our closer. I know in real life he is looking like he could be a long-term starter for them, but not in this series because of the way they have this player built. But through our first series, it's not looking great. It's not looking great at all. Yeah. What is that? The highest average is 273, and it's the only one hitting over 200. Awesome. Love it. Okay, Andrew Vaughn, carry the team, I guess, right? Okay. Let's take a look. Oh, I love that alternate logo there. That's really cool. Let's take a look at what happened in this series for the Knights. And Colson Montgomery gets his first hit of the season. Kai Bush, rough outing. But Davy Garcia pitches well. 1 2/3, 8-6 victory, and then an 8-0 victory for Nestrini's start. 3 hits for Colson Montgomery. 2 hits for Rafael Ortega. Love to see that. And Nestrini, complete game shutout. Love it. All right, great. Oh, a no-hitter. Holy shit. Okay. Nestrini throws a no-hitter. Wow. And only 1 walk. Almost a perfect game. That's incredible. Let's go down to Nestrini. You know, see potential. He could still be something for us. You know, see potential, especially for a team this bad. Somebody getting up into the 70s could be a starting pitcher for us next year, for sure. That's incredible. So, 2 no-hitters in the first weekend of baseball for us. 1 against our Major League team and 1 for our AAA team. But as you can see, not until Friday the 5th does our AA season start. So, let's keep going. I'm not going to be jumping into any of these today, I don't think. I don't think I want to watch a game. I think there's just too much to get through in this first season to watch more than a game or 2. I'm hoping to get through this first season in a couple episodes. The main majority of this first year is going to be figuring out whether or not we're going to trade players like Eloy Jimenez and Luis Robert Jr. And scouting and drafting our first draft. So we do win another game. It is 2 in a row. We hold the Braves in check, who are having a rough start to the season. They are 1 3. Eloy Jimenez with 2 home runs. Yohan Moncada also joins the fun. And Flexen goes 6 innings and 1 earned. Chad Kuhl looking rough out of the pen. And Garrett Crochet gets his 2nd save of the year. We lose the 2nd game pretty handily. Alright, I shouldn't say pretty handily. In extras, so not pretty handily at all. Actually held our own pretty well. Another good day for Eloy. 4 RBIs again, a double and a triple. And a single, so he's a home run away from the cycle. So he's starting the season off really hot. Don't hate that from Eric Fetty. Not at all for a 65 overall. And then we'll get through the last game and we lose the series. 3-2 final. We give up 3 runs in the top of the 9th. That is going to be Garrett Crochet gets his first loss. Technically not a blown save. It's technically Dominic Leone's for some reason. I don't know the rule on that one. But Eloy, another RBI double. Hitting really well for us. Okay, and Nicky Lopez hitting over 300. Don't want to put too much stock into the first week of ball. But let's simulate this first game of the Royals series, and we lose. Shocker. Vaughn with 3 RBIs. Kopech pitches. Chad Kuhl pitches. But this means we are going to be going on to Noah Schultz first. First, we got a trade offer. They're looking to give us rookie Terso Ornelas, an outfielder, for Tim Elko and Jacob Burke. I don't do this very often, but I actually think I'm going to accept this trade. I'm not really worried about the $600K difference. We have plenty of budget. But we're going to go from 2 D potential players to a C potential player. Like I said, for us, looking at that contract, and first renewable year, no options used. Let's do that. So I'm going to fix the lineups and figure out where he slots in for us. So we put Terso down in AA, used one of his options, so maybe he can develop. Love it. Okay, now we're actually going to get into our AA debut, and I have an extra man on the 40 man. I'm going to fix that. We're going to take Tuki Toussaint off the 40 man. Don't think anyone's claiming a 59 overall reliever, but if they really want him, they can have him. Carlos Perez breaks his foot. Great. And we get destroyed. Schultz does not look sharp in his debut. Toussaint just taken off the 40 man, gives up 3 earned. And yeah, Colas gets hit by a pitch. Not much to talk about. We gave up 22 hits. Okay, well, we're looking at our... Where do we see our rankings for? I know there's a way to see your rankings, and maybe it's the standings. Yeah, so we have the 14th ranked AAA team and the 2nd ranked AA team. So we should be good in AA this year. Not that it particularly matters other than developing, but let's go back to the Major League team. We again lose to the Kansas City Royals, who are starting off very hot this year. But you know who's starting off even hotter? Eloy Jimenez. Jeez, another 3 RBI day with a homer. Love to see it. Soroka gets knocked around. The bullpen, does all right. We have lost 4 in a row. We are 2-6. And before we get into scouting, we lose again, 5th in a row. DeYoung and Mendick get the 2 RBIs for us. Flexen actually pitches pretty well. Again, good start to the season for him in a couple starts. And let's look at the scouting. So, if you didn't know, for scouting, set your positional needs. That will help the interest from those players. And I think I'm going to go with starting pitcher. The one thing I really wish that this game did for scouting would make scouting a whole lot easier, would just be infield We're like interior infield, outfield, corner infielders, pitchers, because that's really how players are profiled coming out of the draft. They're not like specifically you are a shortstop, because that changes a lot, or specifically you're a second baseman. That could change a lot. But I think I'm going to go outfield. You know what? I'm just going to leave starting pitcher for now, because I know I'm going to be looking at a lot of starting pitchers, and I'm going to see this top board. So, top ranked players on, let's look at our board, are a couple relievers, shortstop, Shannon Brubaker, another reliever, some third base. It looks like not a lot of overlapping positions here in the top 30. We do have an extra pick at the end of the second round at 68 overall, which is good. I'm seeing a lot of relievers. Honestly, maybe we just positional needs reliever, and yeah, I think there was a lot of second baseman, so we'll go with that. So we're going to start here with looking at pitching. We're going to look at, I like to just start with international pitchers, and we're going to work our way through the starting pitching pool. But actually, maybe let's look at one individual prospect while those two scouts look at international pitchers. We do have the number 5 pick in the draft, so the top rated position player on our board is Shannon Brubaker. So let's get a little information about him. And actually, you know what? Just for fun, let's change it from second to shortstop. So let's get a little information on them. International pitchers and Shannon Brubaker, the shortstop, 20-year-old college player. So let's see if we get swept. And we do. And the ace, all right, take Tuki Tucson. He just gave up a lot in AA. So we'll put, I don't want to, yeah, Schuster can go up to AA. Take that spot. That's fine. So we're 2-8 as expected. We're winning here. Garrett Crochet out a couple days will be fine, and we do win. Great. So we break that losing streak. We are now 3-8. Eloy again. Eloy is going crazy. What is his stats? Woodford pitches really well. Tanner Banks pitches well, gets a save. After Crochet technically gets a hold while getting injured. I mean, can't argue with that start. Obviously, we're not going to see any boost. He's already got the same WAR as last year through a week and a half. See if that keeps up. But playing really well at DH, so we are continuing this road streak, or road trip. Getting destroyed, and Eloy has a 10-game hit streak to uphold. Did he do that? Yes, he did. Hit a home run even. Good for him. Wow. Kopech is really struggling. I'm not going to pull anybody out of the rotation yet. But it's really just been Flexen and Woodford. Out of the bullpen, Cool's getting a... Why is Cool getting all the innings over? Guess that stamina is the only reason why, but he is not pitching well. I guess they auto did that because of the shoulder tightness, and that's fine. We'll put him back in the closer role once he's healthy. And the finale, we win a series. Win our first series of the year. Eloy with another RBI. Looks like an RBI single. And Soroka pitches well. Love to see it. Yeah, Brebbia does his best to blow the game, but he doesn't. So we are 4-9. Go through this off day. We're gonna auto utilize him, and we are going to go into the bullpen and switch Brebbia and Crochet. Actually, I might just change Crochet to being a closer instead of a reliever. Still 70 overall. That's fine. Crochet, yeah, tough start, but it's fine. We'll be fine over the course of the season. Birmingham starting out 5-1, 8-4 for the Charlotte Knights. Let's see if Nastrini got knocked around in his second outing. Not really. Two earned, 5 strikeouts. Nastrini's pitching really well. So yeah, love that. Let's get through this weekend set at home with Cincinnati. He's got his 12-game hitting streak going, and the Reds beat us at home. Luis Robert with a home run. Same with Andrew Vaughn. And Chris Flexen with another solid game. Another solid outing. Love to see that. We're 4-10, and we're going to get through this Cincinnati game where we win. Luis Robert, 2 RBIs and a double. Eric Fede with an okay start. Chad Kuhl actually not blowing a game, and Garrett Crochet gets his 3rd save. So, it is time to look at our scouting. And Shannon Brubaker stays at 5th on our board. We learned that he has secondary positions at 2nd and 3rd, which is good. I think I'm going to leave him and get him fully scouted. And we're probably going to leave this, but let's look at the prospect list. Recently scouted. See if there's any high risers. Not really yet. Just Luis Mota, 18-year-old out of Puerto Rico. Jumping up from 36th on the MLB board to 7th on our board so far, but we are only a quarter scouted on those guys. So, I think we're going to leave that scouting plan for this week. We give up a 6-run 9th inning to blow the first game. Crochet only gets 1 earned and no earned for Barlow. Soroka pitches okay. Eloy with a triple and 3 RBIs in that second game. And Flexen pitches all right. Kind of gets knocked around. Chad Kuhl cleans it up, and we still lose 5-1. So first game against Philadelphia, Luis Robert and Andrew Benintendi and Andrew Vaughn. We hit the ball all over the yard in Philly. Fetty gets absolutely destroyed, but we win the game. So that's great. And we're going to win another series as we go 2-1 over the Philadelphia Phillies. Yohan Moncada, 2 RBI home run. Jake Woodford pitches well once again. So we're getting some bright spots, for sure. Let's see. Brubaker is a solid 77 to 89 potential. You know, to me, I don't think that screams number 5 overall pick. But, you know, we'll see how the class shapes out. We're going to change that prospect. Clearly, we need to learn more about these top guys. So I'm also going to be looking at... we'll look at both of these guys. But first, we'll start with Luther Dalton. And once again, let's look at who's jumping up. Luis Mota is now jumping to our number 4 on our board. Everything looking really solid from him so far. 45% scouted now. And older pitcher, 21-year-old. Looking really good here. Could be, you know, maybe a first-round pick. If not, definitely there in the second. So we split the series with Minnesota, and we have lost 2 of 3 to Tampa. Look at our scouting again. Dalton drops a lot. I don't know if I'm going to keep him for another week. That's not what I wanted. I'm going to look at our recently scouted. We're getting up there for sure. Marcelo, assuming maybe his brother. Yep, both out of Puerto Rico. Maybe twins. We're going to go with that. Moda. Actually jumped in front of his brother, but both are in our top 5 right now. Both starting pitchers out of Puerto Rico. 18-year-olds out of high school. So, interesting. Either one of those could be our guys. And, you know, I think... Let's look at... What's his real strengths? His real strength is his bat. I think we'll leave him to stay scouted for this week. So, Andrew Benintendi just got hurt. We're going to need to pull somebody up. to replace him in left field. And that is going to be Gavin Sheets. So we are officially done with the month of April. We go 10-21 to start the season. Let's see who they're pointing out to us. Jake Eater struggling at AAA. Samuel Zavala tearing it up at AA. Colson Montgomery hitting pretty well at AAA. Solsky pitching pretty well at AA. And Foster pitching pretty well at AAA. I don't know how Eloy isn't going up more than that after 1 month of 33 RBIs, 1 dotting with a 1.2 WAR. Look at that K rate, 16.5% from 26.5% 5 years ago. His ISO power is 268. I mean, he's looking phenomenal. Maybe he is a long-term player in this franchise. We'll see. So I think I'm going to take us through this last series against St. Louis here. We're going to continue simulating. No, but it is our data set scouting. So we're 11-23. I was looking around at some trades, maybe for Luis Robert, and I haven't found anything that I like so far. So, not a terrible player, but somebody more we're going to look at with our second round pick than our first round pick. So I guess a lot of these have been West Coast. Yeah, let's go West Coast next. And we win the last game against the Cardinals. So I think this probably is going to be where I end this episode. Not a ton of excitement, I know. Just because I do want to start putting my stamp on this team, but we are just not ready for that yet. The trades haven't been there. But really, I mean, the highlight of this episode has been Eloy Jimenez, and, really hope to see those. I don't understand why those power numbers are going down, and clearly he's on track to hit a lot of bombs this year. Luis Robert's not playing super well. Love to see that from Gavin Sheets on 13 at-bats, replacing the injured Andrew Benintendi. But, I think that's where we're going to stop for right now. So we are tied with the Guardians for last place at 12-23, and I will see you guys back here for episode 3 soon.